Hey there. Chapter 2 of The Outsiders starts off with Pony, Johnny, and Dally going to the drive-in movie theater. In this chapter, we learn lots about all three of those characters and 2-Bit, and we meet two Soch girls, two new characters, Cherry and Marcia. So, first off, Dally. We learn a lot about him in this chapter based on the way Pony thinks about him and some things that he does. First of all, the chapter starts with him stealing some cigarettes. Then they go to the movie theater, and Dally doesn't want to pay, not because they can't afford it, just because he doesn't like following rules. And then they see a couple girls, and they sit down behind him, and Dally just immediately starts talking dirty to them. So we can already start to see the development of Dally's character as something even a little bit harder than a typical greaser. Johnny, we learn in this chapter that he's been treated more or less as the group's pet, the gang's pet. Everyone looks out for him and protects him, even though he's not the youngest. Ponyboy is the youngest. In this chapter, Ponyboy tells Cherry the story of Johnny getting jumped. And even before that, they had all thought of Johnny as their pet because he comes from an abusive home and he's really shy and things like that. So him getting jumped and beaten very, very badly by a group of Soches made all of that even more exaggerated. We also get to see 2-Bit's personality come out in this chapter. 2-Bit is just a really charismatic, funny guy. He's in school still, even though he's almost 19. Not because he likes school, but because he likes going and just being a class clown. He gets along well with even the two Soch girls, Marcia and Cherry. He makes them laugh. So you can start to see that 2-Bit's just a really likable guy, easy to talk to, but he does say some things about how he'll do anything for the greasers and to stand up for the greasers. We also learn a lot about Pony in this chapter, mostly from the way he talks to Cherry. During his and Cherry's conversation, he tells Cherry the story of how Johnny got jumped by the Soches, and at the end of his story, Cherry tries to tell him that not all Soches are like that, and he really doesn't believe her. He says sure to agree with her, but he's just saying it to end the conversation because he doesn't like talking about this topic. He doesn't actually think that. When Cherry tells him things are rough all over, we hear the first very memorable quote of the book, and Pony doesn't really get what she means by that, things are rough all over. But at the end of the chapter, because this story is told in past tense, we're able to see a little bit of foreshadowing when Pony says, "I know better now."